Hey Sam, I'm just looking at your portfolio project here. You gave me the PDF, which is great, but the INDD file, you needed to do a file package so that I could get the links and fonts folder included. Because when I open up the INDD file, I'm missing all of your links and fonts. But I can see most things in here. You do have your document set up correctly. If I look here, it's 8.5 by 11. Bleed looks good. 8 pages, I would say you might need more than that. It's looking like, you're probably going to need at least 12. You have to do in increments of 4 pages, so the next step up would be 12. You might even have to do, I've had students that did 16 even, 16 pages. So next time you submit this to me, you need to give me a file package. File package. And you need to make sure, you just push package, save it before you package it, but you can put it anywhere. Maybe name it with your first name. Maybe even your second name. Portfolio booklet. So name it like that probably. I would put it in your documents somewhere. But make sure your fonts, your linked graphics, check this box. You don't need this one, or this one checked. You do want that one checked. High quality print is a good one to have checked, for the PDF preset. And then just go ahead and push package. I'm getting all these warnings because I'm missing everything. But that will create your package for you, and then you can zip that. You can compress that, right click or control click on that folder that the package made on in your documents folder, and you can compress it into a zip file. And that's what I want for a grade for the final for this. That being said, I'll just look at this because I can actually see what your fonts look like and stuff. I like the front and back cover design. Very simple, good color scheme. Hopefully maybe these might match up with the front cover so that it's kind of a continuous thing and not disjointed when you actually go to print it. That'd be kind of cool if that worked out that way. You do have your 3 client projects in here and your reworked project. You don't have much room for like thumbnails and things like that, so you'll need your thumbnail and rough draft included in these projects, which might mean they're going to probably be pretty small in here, and then maybe this would still be larger. Obviously the final project would be larger, but maybe not quite this large, just because you don't want to have like 20 something pages in your booklet if you can help it, because it's going to cost more to print a bigger booklet. But we do want to see the thumbnails and the rough draft, and just the text should narrate the changes that you made, some of the struggles that you had, some of the ways that you overcame some of the issues you were having, how you solved some of the problems, and then how you came out at the end of the tunnel with your final project, basically, and just saying what you think is successful about it at the end, with the final project. So make sure that you are more detailed in the steps that you took to get to where you are with these 4 projects. And obviously you do need to add in your 15 traditional media images that you have already actually edited with Photoshop. You turn those into me. Another thing that you need to work on in the meantime is updating your website, and also I do want you to provide me with an updated resume. I did make you a pretty detailed changes to your resume that you submitted to me, so you get those changes made. And definitely work on this, just keep plugging away at this stuff, because the portfolio booklet is required, and the website is going to be nice for us to look at too. And it's something that you could use as a lot of students pull it up when they're doing their presentation. And when they're walking through their projects. So definitely get the portfolio booklet done though, because it is required to even pass this class. It's kind of a lot of pressure, but that's why I tried to give you, 3-4 weeks to get it done. And so just remember for the final presentation to contact that 3rd faculty member. Get it scheduled ASAP, because it is coming up sooner than you think it is. I would suggest maybe doing it on like a Thursday or Friday towards the end of the week, so that you have a little bit more time to get ready for your presentation. Remember to dress professionally. Remember to highlight your strengths and downplay your weaknesses. Remember, it needs to be around an hour long, and just try to go through each of these projects, talking about the processes, and you can even do that with your 15, traditional media as well. And yeah, that will take about an hour. So anyway, good job getting the rough draft in. Another thing to remember is you'll need to send this file, probably the PDF file, without the bleeds and the crops, to the printing at msun.edu to print. And you'll have to probably pay them over the phone or something. You'll have to figure that out, how you're going to pay them long distance. I'm sure it's not going to be a big deal. You probably maybe just pay it at the business office by calling the business office. But I can go pick up the booklets, but I need 3 printed booklets, basically, for all 3 of the 3 faculty member. And we will maybe have to discuss with Joel exactly what the plan is, whether or not we're going to be using WebEx or Zoom. And we'll just have to work out some of those things with Joel. Once you find your 3rd faculty and actually set up a time, we can really figure out which platform, Zoom or WebEx, we're going to use. Just make sure you send the file towards the time that it's necessary to the library and get 3 copies printed. I'll also need your resume. I know I already mentioned that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting, but it's the end of the day, so I'm really kind of ranting. Anyway, I'm going to give you a pretty good grade for this, probably because you were late, and then also I'm missing the fonts and links folder. But the cover looks good, and I would say it just needs, it's a pretty rough draft, so I would say it needs to have a little bit more text and, your traditional media pieces in there as well. And take a look at the project worksheet on it too, just to double check, because sometimes I forget what's required in certain things, even though I'm the one that came up with the ideas. So definitely double check that project worksheet a couple more times before you turn in the final, just to make sure you're meeting all of the requirements for it. All right, talk to you later.